Hey, and welcome. There's a moment many people reach where the old version of life still works, but it doesn't feel true anymore. Maybe nothing is wrong on paper, but inside, there's a quiet sense of drift. I'm surviving, not living. Reinventing your life isn't about becoming a new person overnight. It's about returning to what matters, then rebuilding your days around it, slowly enough to be sustainable and honestly enough to be real. This is a full guide to reinventing your life, without hustle culture, without perfectionism, and without the pressure to fix yourself like you're broken. Chapter 1. Reinvention starts with truth, not motivation. Most people try to reinvent their life by forcing motivation, new routines, new goals, new aesthetics. But reinvention rarely succeeds if it begins with performance. It begins with truth. 1. The quiet inventory. Before you change anything, name what's true. Gently. Ask, what is draining me right now? What am I tolerating that I've normalized? Where am I pretending? What am I doing to be accepted rather than aligned? What part of my life feels like it belongs to someone else? This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about clarity. You can't steer a ship you refuse to locate on the map. 2. Identify the pattern, not just the problem. Often the problem isn't my job or my relationship. It's the pattern underneath. Common patterns include people-pleasing, perfectionism, avoidance, chronic overthinking, fear of judgment, self-abandonment, living on autopilot. If you only change the surface while the pattern stays, the same life returns in a new outfit. So ask, what pattern keeps recreating my current life? That question is more powerful than any productivity plan. 3. Reinvention is often a grief process. This is rarely talked about. When you reinvent your life, you're also letting go of an identity you used to survive, relationships built around the old you, dreams that no longer fit, versions of yourself you outgrew. Even positive change can trigger grief. And if you don't make room for that grief, you'll interpret it as, I'm doing something wrong. A helpful line. If it feels emotional, it doesn't mean it's incorrect. It might mean it's real. 4. Make one decision. I will live more aligned. Reinvention doesn't begin with certainty. It begins with a direction, like turning your face toward the sun even before you know how long the walk will be. Chapter 2. Build your new compass, values, identity, and constraints. A reinvented life needs a compass. Otherwise, you'll just wander into a different kind of burnout. Onto 1. Choose your values, not your fantasies. Values are not goals. Goals are outcomes. Values are directions. A goal, start a business. A value, freedom, creativity, contribution, courage. A goal, find love. A value, connection, honesty, respect, growth. Write 5 values you want your life to express: peace, growth, honesty, creativity, health, service, connection, courage, simplicity, adventure. Then ask, if I lived these values, what would change in my average day? Because reinvention is not made of dramatic moments. It's made of averages. 2. Redefine who you are. Identity statements. Lasting change comes when you stop relying on willpower and start building identity. Try gentle identity statements like, I am someone who keeps small promises. I am someone who chooses clarity over avoidance. I am someone who returns to myself. I am someone who can do hard things slowly. Identity is not a label. It's a practice. 3. Include your real constraints. A reinvention plan that ignores reality becomes self-hate. So name your constraints without shame. Time, money, health, responsibilities, current skill level, mental bandwidth. Constraints are not proof you can't change. They are the shape your change must take. You don't reinvent your life by pretending you have infinite energy. You reinvent it by building a life that fits the energy you actually have and expands it over time. 4. Pick your 1 year direction. Think in seasons, not forever. Ask, if the next year had one theme, what would it be? Examples: year of stability, year of health, year of learning, year of courage, year of rebuilding, year of connection, year of simplicity. This reduces pressure. It gives your reinvention a container. Chapter 3: The Reinvention Plan. Practical steps that actually work. Now we turn the compass into action. Not a fantasy schedule, an actual, livable plan. Step 1: remove one thing that drains you. Reinvention often begins with subtraction. Choose one commitment to reduce, one habit that numbs you, one relationship dynamic to set a boundary around, or one form of constant input. Even a 10% reduction in drain can change your whole nervous system. Ask, what is the smallest no that would give me my life back? Step 2: add one stabilizing habit, the anchor. Choose one daily habit that supports your baseline. A short walk, consistent sleep window, morning sunlight, journaling 5 lines, 10 minutes of meditation, strength training twice a week, cooking one simple meal. The goal is not perfection, the goal is stability. A stable nervous system makes reinvention possible. Step 3: create a tiny discipline that builds self-trust. Self-trust is the engine of reinvention. Pick something so small you can't intimidate yourself out of it. 10 minutes a day on a skill, one paragraph, one application per week, one honest conversation per week, one act of courage per day. Then track it lightly, check marks on a calendar. Every check mark tells your brain, I do what I say I will do. That changes everything. Step 4: design your environment for the new you. Your environment is either a ladder or a trap. Small environmental shifts. Put the book on your pillow, not your phone. Keep water visible. Make your workspace frictionless. Remove the app that steals an hour. Join a community where your values are normal. Reinvention becomes easier when your surroundings stop arguing with your intentions. Step 5: practice exposure to the life you want. Most people wait to feel confident before they act, but confidence is built through contact. If you want a new life, you need gentle exposure to it. Attend the class, start the project draft, post the first small thing, have the awkward conversation, apply before you feel ready. Not as a dramatic leap, as consistent contact, a metaphor. If your new life is a language, you don't become fluent by thinking about it. You become fluent by speaking it, badly at first, until it becomes yours. Step 6: expect the identity backlash. When you change, your mind may panic. You'll hear, who do you think you are? This won't last. Go back to what's familiar. It's not a sign you're failing. That's the old identity trying to protect itself. Respond gently. Thank you. I'm choosing this anyway, slowly. Step 7: use monthly reflection, the reinvention loop. Once a month, answer, what gave me energy? What drained me? What did I do that I'm proud of? What is one adjustment for next month? Reinvention is not one decision. It's a series of course corrections. Step 8: build support. Don't do it alone. A reinvented life is easier with witnesses. Support can be a therapist, a coach, a friend, a community, a class or group, even one person you report to monthly. Humans change best in relationship. Reinventing your life isn't about rejecting who you were. It's about thanking the old version of you for surviving, and then choosing something truer. You don't need to rebuild everything at once. You just need one honest inventory, one clear direction, one stabilizing anchor, one small daily promise, and the courage to keep going when it's not glamorous yet. Because reinvention doesn't arrive like lightning. It arrives like sunrise, slowly, quietly, and then one day you realize, I'm living in a way that feels like me. Are there specific topics you're interested in or a particular question you'd like answered in your life? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe now and join me on your journey toward more clarity and inner strength.